Sometimes films are a window into other worlds. Sometimes they're a hammer striking straight at your subconscious. 964 Pinocchio, the Japanese cyberpunk experiment from director Shozen Fukui, aims to be the latter. This is the story of a robotic sex slave, discarded for being defective, who stumbles into a world where chaos and madness are the new normal. Intriguing already? A word of caution. This film doesn't just flirt with weirdness. It dives headfirst into extremes, teetering between the grotesque, hypnotic, and downright absurd. Calling the story linear would be a bold-faced lie. At its core is Pinocchio, a discarded robot deemed useless by its owner. Left to fend for himself on the streets, he's discovered by a mysterious woman, Himiko, who takes it upon herself to teach him the basics of human existence. What follows is not so much a narrative as it is a descent into a kaleidoscope of strobe lights, screams, vomiting, yes, there's a lot of that, and endless running. Imagine a film shot in the grimy back alleys of Tokyo, coated in industrial dust and smeared with the greasy residue of despair. The camera captures moments you'd rather not witness. Faces trembling with anxiety, meaningless actions spiraling into unsettling chaos. Yet somehow, this chaos achieves a kind of twisted choreography. Every scene feels like a dare to your senses, from prolonged city sprints to eerily meditative sequences that leave you questioning why you're still watching. Stop-motion elements and unconventional camera angles lend the film a distinct visual appeal. But is it worth enduring for 5 relentless minutes of a vomit marathon? That depends entirely on your tolerance for such artistic choices. The acting oscillates between grotesque and genuinely disturbing. Himiko, played by Anshan, delivers a performance that's equal parts captivating and spine-chilling. Her expression's a masterclass in unsettling ambiguity. Pinocchio, Heiji Suzuki, is a blend of clownishness and bizarre tragedy, less a character and more an allegory. Perhaps intentionally, these figures feel more symbolic than human. Still, the exaggerated caricature-like quality of the performances can sometimes detract rather than enhance. Instead of deepening the emotional impact, they often irritate, especially during the endless screaming fits. If films were rated on how uncomfortable they make you, 964 Pinocchio would shatter the scale. This isn't just a dark film, it's a sticky, grimy, oppressive experience. Even the music seems designed to dislodge you from any semblance of comfort. The soundtrack is a mix of industrial noise, jarring rhythms, and distorted tones that unsettle more than they enhance the narrative's pacing. The film tries to grapple with themes like alienation, bodily autonomy, and identity, but it often drowns in its own madness. The cyberpunk aesthetic promises philosophical depth, but instead, you're handed a kaleidoscope of disjointed scenes. It's not that 964 Pinocchio is devoid of meaning. Rather, it buries its intent under layers of insanity, leaving you to dig it out for yourself. What the film sorely lacks is balance. Some scenes drag on so long that they lose their intended tension, leaving only frustration in their wake. Endless running sequences, interminable screams, and, of course, the infamous vomit scene, which feels like it was shot in real time, all beg the question, why? 964 Pinocchio is not a film for everyone. It's a visual experiment that leaves you both awestruck and bewildered. For fans of the strange, the curious, and the grotesque, this might feel like a badge of honor to endure. For everyone else, it's 97 minutes they'll want to erase from memory. If this film were a dish, it would be a mix of scorching hot sauce, raw vegetables, and a lump of charcoal. Not for the faint of heart, but for the brave, it offers something utterly singular.